10th Standard Science, Chapter 12, Anatomy and Plant Physiology. In the lesson order book back answers Papa. Roman letter 1, choose the correct answer. First one, Casparian strips are present in the dash of the root. Option D answer, endodermis. Second one, the end arch condition is the characteristic feature of option B answer, stem. Third one, the xylem and phloem arranged side by side on same radius is called dash. Option C, conjoint. Fourth one, which is formed during anaerobic respiration. Option B answer, ethyl alcohol. Fifth one, Krebs cycle take place in. Option B answer, mitochondrial matrix. Sixth one, oxygen is produced at what point during photosynthesis? Answer, when H2O is splitted. Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks. First one, cortex lies between dash, epidermal and vascular tissues. Then second one, xylem and phloem occurring on the same radius constitute a vascular bundle called answer, conjoint. Third one, glycolysis takes place in dash, cytoplasm. Fourth one, the source of O2 liberated in photosynthesis is water. Fifth one, mitochondria. Answer, mitochondria is the ATP factory of the cells. Roman letter 3, state whether the statement are true or false. Correct the false statement. First one, phloem tissue is involved in the transport of water in plant. The statement is false. The correct statement, phloem tissues is involved in the transport of food in plant. Second one, the waxy productive covering of a plant is called as cuticle. The statement is true. Third one, in monocot stem, the cambium is present in between xylem and phloem. The statement is false. The correct statement, the dicot stem, cambium is present between xylem and phloem. Fourth one, the palisade parenchyma cells occur below upper epidermis in dicot root. The statement is false. The correct statement, the palisade parenchyma cells occur below upper epidermis in dicot leaf. Fifth one, mesophyll contains chlorophyll. The statement is true. Sixth one, the anaerobic respiration produces more ATP than aerobic respiration. The statement is false. The correct statement, aerobic respiration produces more ATP than anaerobic respiration. Fourth Roman letter, match the following. Answer, first one, ambricribal. Answer, fern. Third one, cambium, secondary growth. Third one, ambiversal, Dracaena. Fourth one, xylem, the conduction of water. Fifth one, phloem, translocation of food. Fifth Roman letter, answer in a sentence. First one, what is collateral vascular bundle? Answer, collateral vascular bundle is one type of conjoint vascular bundle in which xylem lies towards the center and phloem lies towards the periphery. Example, dicot stem. Second question, where does the carbon that is used in photosynthesis come from? The carbon that is used in photosynthesis comes from carbon dioxide in the air. Third one, what is the common step in aerobic and anaerobic pathway? Answer, glycolysis is the common step in aerobic and anaerobic pathway. Fourth question, name the phenomenon by which carbohydrates are oxidized to release ethyl alcohol. Answer, fermentation or anaerobic respiration. Sixth Roman letter, short answer questions. First one, give an account on vascular bundle of dicot system. Answer, the central part of the stem, inner of endodermis, is known as stele. It consists of pericycle vascular bundle and pith. The vascular bundle or conjoint, then collateral, end arch and open. They are arranged in the form of a ring around the pith. Second question, write a short note on mesophyll. Answer, the tissue present between the upper and lower epidermis of a dicot leaf is called a mesophyll. Second point, it is differentiated into palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. Palisade parenchyma. It is found just below the upper epidermis. The cells are elongated. Then second point, these cells have more number of chloroplasts. The cells do not have intercellular spaces and they take part in the photosynthesis. Spongy parenchyma. First point, it is found below the palisade parenchyma tissue. Second point, cells are almost spherical or oval and are irregularly arranged. Third point, cells have intercellular spaces. It helps in gases exchange. Third one, draw and label the structure of oxysomes. இந்த picture draw பண்ணுங்க structure of oxysomes இந்த parts label பண்ணிக்கங்க. Fourth question, name the three basic tissue system in flowering plants. Answer, the three basic tissue systems in flowering plants are: first one, epidermal tissue system. Second point, ground tissue system. Third one, vascular tissue system. Fifth one, what is photosynthesis and where in a cell does it occur? So first point, photosynthesis is a process by which autotrophic organisms like green plants, algae and chlorophyll containing bacteria utilize the energy from sunlight to synthesize their own food. In the process, carbon dioxide combines with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form carbohydrates. During this process, oxygen is released as a byproduct. 6CO2 plus 12H2O, light, then chlorophyll, CH12O6 plus HH2O plus 6O2, the carbon dioxide plus water, glucose plus water plus oxygen. The second point, photosynthesis occurs in green parts of the plant such as leaves, stems and floral buds. Sixth question, what is respiratory quotient? Respiratory quotient is the ratio of volume of carbon dioxide liberated and the volume of oxygen consumed during respiration. It is expressed as RQ equal to volume of CO2 liberated slash volume of O2 consumed. Seventh question, why should the light dependent reaction occur before the light independent reaction? First point, light dependent reaction of photosynthesis refers to the light reaction slash Hill reaction. This reaction occurs in the presence of light in the grana of chloroplast. Second point, during this process, photosynthetic pigment absorb the light energy and convert into chemical energy ATP and NADPH2. Third point, the light independent reaction refers to the dark reaction of photosynthesis or the biosynthetic pathway which occurs in stroma of chloroplast. And fourth point, during the reaction, CO2 is reduced into carbohydrates with the help of light generated ATP and NADPH2. Fifth point, the light dependent reaction occurs before the light independent reaction. Eighth question, write the reaction for photosynthesis. 6CO2 plus 12H2O, light, then chlorophyll, CHH12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2, the carbon dioxide plus water, glucose plus water plus oxygen. Seventh Roman letter, long answer question. First question, differentiate the following: monocot root and dicot root. Then B, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. First one, option A, monocot root and dicot root. First one, monocot root. First point, the number of xylem. Then polyarch. Second one, cambium absent. Third one, secondary growth absent. Fourth one, pith present. Dicot root. First one, number of xylem tetrach. Second one, cambium, present during secondary growth only. Third one, secondary growth present. Fourth one, pith absent. Then second option, option B, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. இதெல்லாம் நீங்கள் differentiate பண்ணி எழுதிக்கோங்க. First point, aerobic respiration. First point, organic food is completely oxidized with the help of oxygen. Second one, glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide, water and energy. Third point, lot of energy is produced. Fourth point, it is a complex process and occurs in 3 major steps. Next one, anaerobic respiration. In anaerobic respiration, first point, organic food is broken down in the absence of oxygen. Second point, glucose is converted into ethanol or lactate. Third one, very small quantity of energy is produced. Fourth point, it is a simpler process. Second question, describe and name 3 stages of cellular respiration that aerobic organisms used to obtain energy from glucose. The stage of aerobic respiration, option A, glycolysis, glucose splitting. First point, it is the breakdown of one molecule of glucose, 6 carbon into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, 3 carbon. Second point, glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm of the cell. It is the first step of both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Then option B, Krebs cycle. First point, this cycle occurs in mitochondria matrix at the end of glycolysis. Second, 2 molecules of pyruvic acid enter into mitochondria. Second point, the oxidation of pyruvic acid into CO2 and water takes place through the cycle. It is also called a tricarbocyclic acid cycle, TCA. Then third option, option C, electron transport chain. First point, this is accomplished through a system of electron carrier complex called electron transport chain located on the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Then number 2, NADH2 and FADH2 molecules formed during glycolysis and Krebs cycle are oxidized at NAD plus and FAD plus to release the energy via electrons. Third point, the electrons as they move through the system release energy which is trapped by ADP to synthesis ATP. This is called oxidative phosphorylation. Then fourth point, in the process O2, the ultimate acceptor of electrons gets reduced to water. Third question, how does the light dependent reaction differ from the light independent reaction? What are the end product and reactants in each? Where does each reaction occurs within the chloroplast? Answer, light dependent reaction. First point, it takes place in the presence of light and is called as light reaction of photosynthesis or Hill reaction. Second point, it takes place in the grana of the chloroplast. Third point, during the light reaction, photosynthetic pigment absorb the light energy and converted into chemical energy ATP and NADPH2. Fourth point, the inputs are water, solar energy, photosynthetic pigments. The end products are ATP and NADPH2. Next one, light independent reaction. First point, this takes place in the absence of light and is called a dark reaction of photosynthesis or biosynthetic phase. Second point, it takes place in the stroma of chloroplast. Third point, during dark reaction, CO2 from the atmosphere is reduced into carbohydrates with the help of light generated ATP and NADPH2. Fourth point, the inputs are CO2 from the atmosphere and ATP and NADPH2 from the light reaction. The end product is glucose. 8th Roman letter, higher order thinking skills. First one, the reaction of photosynthesis make up a biochemical pathway. What are the reactants and products for both the light and dark reactions? Option B. Explain how the biochemical pathway of photosynthesis recycle many of its own reactions and identify the recycle reactants. A. Both the light and dark reactions. Reactant product, light reaction, water, oxygen. Then solar energy in presence of chlorophyll pigment, ATP, NADPH. Then dark reaction, CO2, glucose. ATP and NADPH2 glucose. Then option B, the ATP and NADPH2 are generated during light reaction of photosynthesis. First point, they help in reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates, and during the process they are converted to ADP and NADP. They are sent back to the grana of chloroplast to form ATP and NADPH2. Second point, similarly the CO2 from the atmosphere is said to be fixed by CO2 acceptor molecule. During successive reactions, the carbon of CO2 is used for formation of glucose and the original acceptor molecule is recycled so that it can again help in CO2 fixation. Third point, water is split during light reaction and oxygen is produced as a byproduct. At the same time, water is again released as a byproduct of dark reaction. Fourth point, thus many molecules such as ATP, NADPH2, water, CO2, then acceptor molecules are recycled during the biochemical pathway of photosynthesis. Second question, where do the light dependent reaction and the Calvin cycle occur in the chloroplast? Answer, first point, the light depends reaction refers to the light reaction of photosynthesis or Hill reaction and occur in the grana of chloroplast. Second point, the Calvin cycle occurs in the stroma of chloroplast. You may draw this concept map.